Mario Centel Gidden Mims is an American rapper, songwriter, and record executive, professionally known as Yo Gotti. Having started his music career at the young age of 14, Yo Gotti released a number of top-tier albums over the years. He's also the founder of Collective Music Group, which is a record label with some major signups like Moneybagg Yo, 42 Dugg, Black Youngsta, ESTG, having over $20 million in his name. So here's how Yo Gotti spends his millions, and boy, does he spend them. First up on the list are his houses. You wouldn't expect someone with so much money and experience in the rap business to have less than 4 houses, right? Well, you're right. Our boy's made quite a name for himself and decided that having his own mansion was a good idea. So I mean, what could you expect from a big-time record executive? Yo Gotti got himself a Westlake Village mansion in the city of Angels, California. Even though the property was put on the market for $7.5 million, Gotti paid $7.6 million, which is $100,000 more than the original asking price. So, yeah, seems like, that's basically the same thing. $100,000 is a lot of money to me. But, obviously, it's freaking sneezing money for him. So this markup might be because the rapper was very keen on securing the deal for the strong competition between such beautiful property. The mansion was custom built in 1999 for the former CEO of Westwood One Media Company, Bruce Cantor, and his wife. Gotti also really has to have some interesting neighbors, such as the WWE superstar The Miz, Disney CEO Bob Chapek, and NFL star Cooper Kupp, as well as YouTube star Trisha Paytas. Now you're probably wondering, what does this house even look like? The mansion actually has a stunning Mediterranean-style features, measures 10,000 square feet. Well, sorry, it's technically 10,100 square feet, and sits on 3 acres of land. The amenities of this mansion include 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a tennis court, a large pool, a kitchen island, and a custom bar. Gotti also gets to enjoy a fireplace and a game room too, because the other things weren't enough, actually. The views are also amazing, and the mansion overlooks the mountains. And as if that all isn't enough, it obviously isn't, Yo Gotti also has a mansion in Miami, Florida. Just like his house in California, this mansion is also very expensive. You're said to be looking at about $10 million. A mansion worth that much is no joke. You can expect it to look amazing from both the inside and the outside, with a range of amenities like a game room, a recording room, several bedrooms and bathrooms, and honestly many more. It's probably a pretty great place to throw some wild parties. Cars. With the amount of money that this guy has, it's only right that Gotti's got a few luxury cars in his garage. And when I mean luxury, I ain't talking about luxury. I'm talking about the really expensive sports cars that you only dream about. Sometime last year, Yo Gotti got himself the king of luxury cars, a brand new Rolls-Royce Phantom. This car is basically as legit as cars get, and the most expensive Rolls-Royce ever made, with a starting price of more than $500,000. And that's the cheap version, my dudes and dudettes. I'm inclusive. Fully customized, this car could go for as much as $700,000. Yo Gotti finally joined the club of Phantom owners with many other rappers like P. Diddy, Ludacris, myself, etc. Big names. This beast of a vehicle combines luxury with power, as it comes with a V12 engine which ensures a great ride for the VIP passengers. It even comes with a satellite-aided transmission, ensuring the driver is prepared for any surprises on the road. I mean, this car can provide style, comfort, luxury, and power, which makes it totally worth the hefty $700,000 price tag if you got the cash. Like most other celebrities, Yo Gotti has more than just one vehicle in his garage. Heck, he even has more Rolls-Royce models in his garage. He owns a custom Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which looks like $1 million, by the way, but it only cost about half that, with customizations. This monster on wheels has so much to offer. I mean, from style to comfort to status, even high performance. There's no upstaging this beauty until someone upstages that beauty. Which is probably why a lot of other celebrities like Cardi B and The Offset have one too. The prestige offers it on another level. As much as you might want to mistake Yo Gotti as a Rolls-Royce ambassador because of his love for the luxury brand, he also has other supercars in his collection to balance the scale, such as the sweet Ferrari F8, which is made to replace the Ferrari 488. This car has an undeniable supercar presence, with the acceleration, handling, and comfort to go with it. This car can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, with a top speed of 211 miles an hour. It's pretty clear why this car is one hell of a ride. Owned by the likes of Gucci Mane, this car is said to cost about $375,000. with an additional $25,000 for customization. Yo Gotti also has one Lamborghini Urus in his garage to spice things up. This is considered the first supersport utility vehicle in the world to merge the soul of a super sports car with the functionality of an SUV. To put it simply, this is basically one of the wildest machines to ever be classified as an SUV. Going from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Yes, this SUV goes from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. The Lamborghini Urus is considered to be the quickest SUV ever. Kanye West was probably thinking the same thing like Gotti was when he got this ride for $250,000, plus 30 grand for customizations. He also got a matching Richard Mille watch with his car, but we'll talk about that later in the video. Calm yourselves. With all these, you can tell that Yo Gotti has one hell of a collection, and the cool thing is that all his cars come in his favorite color, which seems to be aqua blue. Even his custom Rolls-Royce Phantom comes with a blue interior and a matching Starlight headliner. It's a pretty well-known fact that rappers always have a lot of iced-out pieces of jewelry in their wardrobe. It's actually part of the code of conduct for all rappers in the music industry. And with Gotti being a major player, you'll expect him to have quite the collection. Like most other rappers, his collection starts with chains, and he's got a few of those boys. To start with, he's got a small Cuban chain with white diamonds that cost about 45 grand. He's also got a rose gold and a white gold Cuban chains that he wears together all the time. Gotti believes that jewelry is like clothing and should be worn appropriately. He considers white jewelry as rich and clean, and said the rose gold Cuban is for flavor. There's a really expensive flavor if you ask me. It's like $90,000 sriracha. He liked to call his pair of white and rose gold Cuban mixture strawberry diamonds, which is so cute. Oh, rich people with their cute little nicknames for their rich people stuff. This pair cost about $90,000. His favorite Cuban is a two-tone that comes with one big baguette diamond on it, and its piece also costs $90K on its own. Yo Gotti's also got a couple of diamond chains, some with a carat diamond, others with a carat and a half. He even has a custom diamond chains with Rock Nation and CMG on them. He's also got some baguette chains worth about 40 to 50 grand, which he calls fun chains. There was also a time Yo Gotti was in LA, and he got 70 diamond bracelets. He went on for the ASCAP awards, and 3 bracelets were missing, so this is probably not a loss for him, but for normal people like us, 3 bracelets costing 40 bands each is pretty significant. He also has a number of Super Bowl rings that have got different tags on them. One has his label name, CMG, and the others have labels representing every member of his team, like Black Youngsta, Block Boy JB, Moneybag Yo, and others. These rings cost basically 10 grand a pop. Yeah. Yo Gotti said that he believes that watches hold their value way more than chains do. He spent a lot of money on watches, with a few being around $250,000. And as I've mentioned before, he's got a matching Richard Mille with his Lamborghini Urus, and just like the Lamborghini, the watch was customized, and as you can imagine, is iced out too. He got the watch from Avi & Co., priced around $180,000. He also has other Richard Mille watches because, surprise surprise, he really likes the brand. His favorite though is a Baguette AP worth $300K. He also has some Patek watches for about $100K. With his current status, it's pretty certain that Yo Gotti spends a whole lot on clothing. And I mean, what wouldn't you expect from one of the biggest rappers and record executives of all time? Gotti doesn't just dress well, he also has an entire clothing line under his CMG imprint to connect with fashion brands. His wardrobe is filled with outfits from top designers like Balenciaga, Off-White, Amiri, Valentino, Givenchy, and so many more. With all these big names in his wardrobe, I can estimate his closet to be worth at least $500,000, if not a lot more. It's likely to be more, too, though, as Yo Gotti is very particular about looking his best. Yo Gotti is more than just any old wealthy rapper. He's also a good giver, a good donator, philanthropist, as some would say, giving gifts to those around him on various occasions. He once gave Moneybag Yo a Richard Mille watch worth $250,000 for his album Against His Pain, which also gave him over $1.5 million in cash along with the Rolex and along for his birthday. Also, I'm very sorry, I cannot say these rap names in a non-white way. It's just the way I talk, I'm white. Gotti got himself various gifts too, worth over $1.3 million on his birthday. See, these gifts included 3 luxurious vehicles in aqua blue and a very expensive Richard Mille watch. I guess you gotta ball out for any and every occasion when you're worth that much. Almost every celebrity out there has got one or two scandals that happened during their career. You're basically not even a bona fide celebrity if you're not hiding something from the public. And Yo Gotti's no different. His scandal is just a little bit, pricier than most. In a written order, Judge Todd Burke found that Gotti engaged in unfair and deceptive trade practices in getting Michael Terry to pay him $20,000 for a verse on a song by Terry's artist Lamont Fletcher, and then not signing off on the side artist agreement which delayed the song's release. Based on these findings, Judge Burke found that the actual damages were worth $2.2 million and tripled the final amount to $6.6 million. Judge Burke presided over this non-jury trial in Forsyth Superior Court. However, Yo Gotti did not attend the hearing and no attorneys were sent for the hearing. I guess he just paid the bill and moved on, which I guess some people can do. And that's it. So thanks for watching how Yo Gotti spends his millions. Later.